The great American empire is collapsing. Not bad, not good. Just understand it's collapsing. And it is doing it at a very rapid rate. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. But this geopolitics is shifting around.
There's a really lack of leaders on this planet right now, which is probably okay. But humans are going to desire leaders. They're going to manufacture leaders because they need that. They need somebody leading them, telling them what to do and how much to pay for doing it. So you're going to see a mass unconsciousness have a need for leaders. This is the Antichrist. This is the true Antichrist, yeah. The Antichrist is anything, in my opinion, is anything that does not carry the Christ consciousness. It's not about Jesus, Yeshua. It's about things that are not in integrity, not in crystal consciousness, not in truth. So it's going to give rise to the Antichrist, the antithesis of the Christed sovereign being.
I believe the earth is growing up. I use that term more than maturing because I think it sounds more like, grade school. But sometimes I think the earth is in grade school. But I think we do need to grow up. And maybe the ability for us to see that how far the planet needs to mature is part of the gift of this consciousness.
The beautiful thing about consciousness is that it doesn't care about the past. It doesn't care what came before now. The beauty of that is that you can create anything you want. You can go anywhere you want. Where you put your consciousness is what happens.
Today, we're going to talk about the megatrends that are at the crossroads of human consciousness and money. The first one is the accelerated increase in human consciousness. The second is what I call the new economy of consciousness. And those two trends set us up for megatrend number 3, which is conscious money. By 2030, 60% of the global population will have emerged out of poverty and entered the middle class. That is an extraordinary change in our lifetime, and it is good news for, like 3 billion people or so. So human consciousness is part of this also, because greater prosperity is related to freedom and to consciousness, because greater prosperity puts you in a position to make choices.
So the question is, what is 2015 going to be like? And the answer is, how would you like it to be? Creator, how would you like it to be? It is absolutely yours to create. You got 6 lanes of freeway going this way and 6 lanes of freeway going this way, and you're kind of in that. There's no median strip. It's just this space that you go, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? There is a platform that if you can simply bring yourself into present time and choose a different vibration, effectively you increase your position of observation, your point of reference, and all of a sudden you're more or less standing on the bridge watching the freeway go by. Is that a different experience than standing in the freeway? Which do you choose?
So 2015 is going to be very, very different in a lot of ways than 2014. It's not going to be the same linear path. The biggest difference is consciousness. The consciousness is like, it is like a sun, yeah. And that sun, that light of consciousness then shines upon mass consciousness. So everything comes to light, and the light is going to grow more and more intense. And more people are going to try to hide, to try to run from the light, because it exposes everything.
In 2015, nothing can hide. There are those that do not want this game to change. They're a small group, but they are an influential group because they've been able to control the game so far.
So you're going to find a lot of contradictions, conflicts, global separation based on this year. The light of your consciousness is changing the world right now, and also the path that the world was on. It's been like this for a long time. Hopefully it's going more to this and pretty quickly. But there's going to be a lot of this really showing up. Consciousness begets consciousness. When you are more conscious and you allow yourself to be more aware, not thinking aware, but essence aware, deep aware, the things around you start becoming more conscious. Wildlife is going to start acting very strange because they are going to be waking up. Trees and birds and flowers and fauna and the ocean, they're going to start waking up. They're going to start coming into consciousness. Gods, which are very important to humans in this planet, gods are basically your projection of your human consciousness and your human karma. That's what gods are. Some religions have many gods, thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of gods, some just one. But generally, God remains quite a mystery, and intentionally so, intentionally from those who are running the God organizations on earth. So this light of consciousness, it's lighting this whole issue of religion and God. You see it play out every day. So that is the fundamental trend or change that's going on this planet right now. It's huge. What about ancient documents being discovered in Egypt and some new archaeological sites? What about some ancient documents being found in Israel or Jordan and suddenly coming forth? That changed the total understanding of religions, especially the three major religions, as we know it. Amazing. This would be a great year to be the observer, to sit back and watch quantum weirdness all over the planet. What an amazing time to live in, if you allow. If you don't, if you get caught up in drama, you play with power, you hold on to old stuff, it's going to be really rough. I mean, bad rough. I mean, I wouldn't want to be you rough, not for 2 seconds rough kind of year. But if you can, you get so serious. If you can just allow the thing called if you can allow that, then it's going to be an easy, amazing, abundant, sweet year. Oh yeah.